Hey guys, this is Josh19 and today I'm bringing you guys another video for Albion Online. Today I will be discussing, is Albion Online pay to win? This seems to be a big issue to some about the game, so I just want to kind of provide you guys my thoughts on it. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is what can we actually spend real money on in the game? Well, really all that you can buy is a Founders Pack or gold. Sandbox Interactive has also introduced a premium status system, however that does have to be purchased with only gold or only silver, and it does have to be purchased in-game. So I'm going to kind of start off with the Founders Packs. We have three different Founders Packs, the Veteran, Epic, and Legendary's Founders Pack. I'm really going to be focusing primarily on the Legendary, so we can take a look at some of those things. So what the Legendary comes with that I feel is a little bit concerning is 90 days of premium status, 12,000 gold, an Explorer's Horse, and Explorer's Ox. So the Explorer's Horse and Explorer's Ox are two items that can only be acquired through the Legendary's Founders Pack. These items really provide a huge advantage, especially at the beginning of the game to Legendary players. So the Explorer's Horse is going to allow Legendary players to kind of get around the map much faster, getting to areas that may not be explored yet by other players, potentially allowing them to get increased silver and things like that at the beginning of the game. It also could provide them the ability to kind of get to specific towns or PvP areas much faster to kind of acquire those or buy land and things like that. The Explorer's Ox is going to allow players to kind of be able to gather a lot more resources before actually having to go back to town, as well as it allows them to kind of move all of their resources from one town to the next very, very easily. So again, it saves a lot of time. The other advantages, again, like I mentioned, we do get 90 days of premium status. I'll talk more specifically about that in a few minutes. And then we get 12,000 gold. The 12,000 gold value is at about $50. The Legendary Founders Pack cost us about $99.95. So it is kind of a big purchase, but I don't really feel like it's making, like spending that $100 is really making it the game pay to win. But let me kind of describe a little bit more about gold, a little bit more about the premium status, so you guys can kind of determine this for yourself. So again, gold is the other thing that a player could buy with real money. Back in the alpha of 2014, the winter alpha of 2014, gold was primarily used for just about everything. Anything that you could spend silver on, you could replace it with gold. That would include crafting, that could repairing, buying land, buying your island, or like your personal island or your guild island, those types of things. Okay? So back basically in the summer of 2015, Sandbox Interactive kind of made some huge adjustments to how gold is utilized, and basically today, gold is only utilized to either buy premium status or buy vanity items. So vanity items, of course, are going to be things for your home, things that will basically be cosmetic, like guild banners, things like that, that kind of represent your guild and things like that. So it really kind of takes the value out of gold and just allows players to kind of say, hey, I want to spend a little bit of money so I can get this for my guild and support my guild, or hey, I don't have enough time to play this month, but I do want to keep my premium status, so I'm gonna pay a little bit of money in gold to be able to keep my premium status. Again, of course, Sandbox Interactive does have to make money, so this gives them an opportunity to at least get some income from it, so that way they can keep the game running the way we want it to. Obviously, if they have no income, the game is not going to be able to continue, and then of course we're all going to be unhappy players, right? So the other thing I wanted to talk about is the premium status. So again, the premium status cannot be bought with real money. It can only be bought with silver or gold. There are quite a few advantages that you would get from the premium status. So a couple of the things that are a little bit concerning, again, you get a 50% fame bonus, you get a 50% or 50% more silver and loot, you get a 50% bonus to your gathering yield, 100% increase on your farming yield and animal growth times, and your market taxes are reduced by 50%. There are a couple more things, but I just wanted to mention these specifically. So again, basically these are going to accelerate your ability to get through the game much faster. Again, the 50% fame bonus is going to allow you to tier up much faster. The 50% more silver and loot is going to allow you to be able to either indefinitely get premium status and or at least help you accelerate in terms of making sure that you don't have to spend a bunch of time farming silver because you have 50% more than the average player. You also will have a 50% bonus on your gathering yields, again allowing you to gather much faster. This won't be too significant at lower tiers, but when you get into higher tiers, gathering those resources does take quite a while, so that extra 50% bonus on the gathering yield makes things a lot faster. So, is this premium status really affecting the game to where it's pay to win? Well, I don't really feel that. Again, it does accelerate the speed that a player would get through the game, but it doesn't really feel pay to win to me. So I've played games in the past that are literally pay to win. This would mean like you get in the game, you're a brand new player, you've never played the game before, you spend about, let's say $1,000, and then you have the best items in the game. And then you can just go around slaughtering people, being the biggest noob in the world, right? That is literally pay to win. So in Albion Online, you can't really do that. You can't just buy tier 8 gear and put it on right away, right? You still have to actually progress through the game. You still have to tier up. You still have to go through the progression of the game before you can kind of become this like all-powerful player, right? So the premium status, that's really only giving you, again, a boost to get there a little bit faster. However, it's still going to take a large amount of time, months and months and months for players to get to their maximum tiers, Of course, there may be some players that play so much that, of course, maybe in the first month they can get, pretty high tier and things like that. But really, the functionality of the game, I mean, even if a player per se got up to, really high tier, and they're crafting high tier gears or whatever the case is, guess what? If they go out there in a PvP zone wearing tier 6 and like 5 tier 4 players, go out there and kill that person, they've just lost their tier 6 gear. That could potentially set them back depending on if they had made multiple sets of it or not, but it could set them back down to tier 4 or tier 5 or whatever the case is. So really, I don't feel like it's pay to win in this aspect. So I'd really be curious to kind of see what your guys' thoughts on it are, but I don't feel like there's anything that real money is breaking the game. And again, we do want to make sure that we are providing enough funds to Sandbox Interactive so they can keep the game running the way we want it to. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to leave a comment down below about if you feel that Albion Online is pay to win. Go ahead and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, this is Josh19 signing out.